Hey man, how you doing? This is the first idea of the Back to the Future game that you ask us, with some ideas from that Who Goes There game that you sent me. Okay? So it's not a cooperative mode; it's a competitive. Every player, it's playing the same family, the same guys from each year. Okay? So you get your player board. I'm from 1955, so I'm McFly, Doc, the father, the girlfriend, and the mother from 1955. And I'll get my DeLorean and I'll put him on 1955. You see here, it's the city with the different years. Okay? So, since I'm from 1955, I'm allowed to make my actions over here because my DeLorean is here. Okay? So what you do is you have your player board with your DeLorean and every item that you can do on the game, okay? Kind of blueprint of what you can do. You have all your players. You have it's like a worker placement game, but with a twist, okay? And you also begin with one face of these guys that you will choose one and flip the others. This is like a wild that you have. Okay, so let's say I chose the Doc. And you also have all these problems to solve, okay? You have 2 problems in 1885 to solve, 2 problems in 1955, 2 problems in 1985, and 2 problems in 2015. So the player who wins the game is whoever solve more problems, okay? Whenever one player solves all the problems, this is over, the game is over. It triggers the end game and the round is over and the game is over, okay? Whoever gets more points, because when you solve problems you get points, wins the game. Everybody starts with 1 coin, okay? This is victory point, and also you can spend it to re-roll a die. Okay, so how does it work? You have this problem to solve, and this is the amount of victory points of coins that you get. This is the item that you need to make it to solve this problem, and these are the die faces that you need to get on the die to complete it. And this problem is on 1885. Okay, so I have these items, and let's say I begin the game looking at the blueprint of let's say I want to solve this problem over here, and I need a camera. So to make a camera, I need a plastic and a screw. Okay, so what I do is I'll have to travel around the map on the years to gather the resources. Okay, you see that around the resources there's a color, and there's the colors from the years that says which year it's that particular item. So let's say if I need plastic, it's with a pink corner, it's on the pink here, 1985. So you see here there's resources from 1985. So what you have on the board is basically every first 2 docs on each year are resources. There's 8 resources on the game. Then you have to recharge your DeLorean on the 3rd one. You have a build item. Once you have the resources, you have to build the item on Doc's Garage. You have that every year. And you have some different docs over here. You can unflip 2 hero tokens, and you can remove 2 time anomalies. I'll show you how that works in a minute. And you also have Biff. You have a Biff each year, and the Biff guy is blocking that action. But if you choose to fight him, you win. You get 3 victory points plus the ability below. Okay, so you can fight Biff in every year you are. Okay. So anomalies, how that works. Let's say I'm on 1955, it's my year, so whenever I dock one of my guys in 1955, it doesn't have nothing happens because I'm on my ear, so nothing is going on. Okay, so let's say I'll go here and pick up a metal and I'll put it on my stuff here, and with another one I go here and pick up a fire, let's say, and now I need resources that are not on my ear. Okay, so first thing, I need to time travel, and to time travel I need Doc or McFly. Okay, and also I will spend one of my fuel to travel. So what I do is I go to the time travel dock, I pick up my DeLorean, let's say I go to 1985. Okay, I spend one fuel to do that. So now since my DeLorean is here, I can do the actions over here. Okay, so this is my board now. And let's say on my turn, I'll just pick up the George guy and pick up a plastic. I'll pick up a plastic and put it over here. Okay, so now I'm doing actions not on my timeline. I'm on another year, on another person's timeline. So that causes an anomaly. So what I do is I'll pick up an anomaly disk and put on my problems on 1985. 1985, I put an anomaly over here. Whenever there's the amount of victory points in anomalies, let's say there's 3 anomalies here, and I'll do an action over here, and I have to put an anomaly on 1985. Whenever this is full, the same amount here, by the end of the turn, if I don't solve this issue, he will explode and will give me negative victory points at the end. So I have until the end of the round to solve this. So as you can see, the more you travel to pick up stuff and to do actions outside your ear, the more anomalies you will get on the problems, and things will start to build up real fast. And at the end of the round, you have an event card that can also put anomalies over here that you are not counting on. So you have to be careful and manage all your problems. Okay, so let's say I pick up my plastic and then I'll go and do a build action. I'll get both of these, I'll discard it and I grab that item. Okay, let's say I pick up, let's say, a camera. I built a camera, now it's on my player area, and I can use that camera to solve all my issues with cameras. Okay, so it doesn't get discarded whenever you solve an issue with those items, and they also grant victory points at the end of the game. And also every resources at the end of the game you get victory points as well. Okay, so let's say I have the camera, and this at the end of the turn there's no more guys for me to pick up. Everybody pull their players, their guys, open up a new event card, all the biffs go down, and then once he's all the way down, he goes up on a loop, you see? He'll block a path each year, and a new round begins. Okay, so let's say I'm still on 1985 and there's an issue that I can't solve now because I have a camera on 1985. So I can grab any guy I want, any amount of guys I want to solve that issue. Because how to solve an issue? You always, even if I go with one guy, you will always roll 4 white dice. Okay? And those dice have one face of each hero and one beef face. Also, you will get that hero's die. Every hero has a die with it, and it has 3 faces of that character and 3 other faces. So if I take McFly here, he's not helping me a lot because Jennifer is here. So I'd rather go with Jennifer because I'll have more chances to get her face on it. So I can go with one guy, or I can go with 2 guys. Let's say I'll go with the mom too, to improve my chances. So I can go with, the more players I go, the easier it will get, but I'm spending actions. I have 5 actions every turn, but if I go with one guy, I have 4 actions. If I go with 2 guys, I only have 3 actions to do everything else I want. So it's kind of a gamble here. It's a push your luck thing. You can go and try to guarantee the faces you want, but it's a die. It's not 100% sure, but you are losing actions. Okay. So here's what you do. I'm going with these 2, just trying to solve this issue. Now I get 3 rolls. I roll the die. Whenever I get a biff face, it's locked and I lose that die. And then I get on my faces. I already did this and this. Now I have 2 more rolls to try to achieve that. Oh, 2 biff faces. Now I lost 3 die. I only have 1 roll left. Let's say, boop, I didn't get it. Okay? So what I can do is I can spend 1 victory point, 1 ring, 1 coin to re-roll a die. And let's say I'll make it. Okay? I made it. So it's pretty hard, as you can see. So whenever I get the 3 faces or all the faces I need, I solve that issue. So I'll throw this away. I get these. And I get 4 victory points. I get 4 victory points and put it over here. And all these guys are used for this round. Now I keep playing the round with the other 3 I have. But since I'm on 1985 solving an issue in 1985 and it's not my year, I gain an anomaly and it goes to the other one. Okay? So as you can see, anomalies go up pretty fast. You have to keep track of this, manage this, so they don't explode and gives you negative victory points at the end. Okay, so that's how you solve problems, okay? And I already show you how to travel. Let's say I want to build something else and I'll use the dock here and travel to 1885. Just to travel doesn't trigger any abilities, okay, any anomalies. But whenever you're on that spot and it's not your year, and you're doing actions, whenever you do an action, you gain an anomaly on that year. So I'll have to do that and grab a wood. Let's say I put over here. Okay, now let's say I'm over here and I want to get a fire and Biff's blocking my way. Okay, so I can choose any guys I want to attack Biff, because to attack him and win, I will have to get a face from each of the heroes. You see? A face from each of the heroes. So it's pretty hard to hit him. But if you do succeed, you get 3 victory points plus whenever it's on the bottom. So I'll get a fire. So let's say I go with these 2 guys to knock Biff around. So I'll roll my 4 white dice, McFly's dice, and also George's die. The green one, where is it? Okay, hold on. It's right here. So I'll roll these guys die plus the 4 white ones. And it's the same thing. I have 3 rolls to try to get 1 face of each character. Okay? And knock him down. It's the same thing. If a Biff face appears, it's locked. I can re-roll. I lose that die. And then I have the faces here. I can keep going. Another Biff. I'm dead. Now let's say I got these 4. Let's say I have these 4. And I lost these 2 dice. But I also have that hero's token that I showed you early. So I can spend this and complete my stuff here and knock Biff around. So you used it, and then you get 1 face each, and you beat him. Whenever you beat him, he goes down. You get victory points to attack him, and also you get whatever's on the bottom. On this, like this, I have a fire. But I'm fighting him on my ear, so no anomalies gained. If I was fighting him on a different year, I'll get an anomaly. Just like regular, just like I showed you. So you have to try and solve all your issues traveling on the years without doing too many actions. They will cause anomalies to explode, problems to explode, and gives you negative victory points at the end. You can also unflip your hero tokens to help fighting, to help solving issues. You have to manage the fuel for the DeLorean, because whenever it's all the way here, you cannot travel anymore, so you have to recharge it. And whenever you recharge your DeLorean, it goes up all the way. And that's it. It's a competitive game, and whoever finishes their 8 problems first, even if, let's say, this got exploded and will give me minus victory points, this got exploded and I solve all these, whenever I'm empty, I trigger the end game, and everybody plays until the last player plays his turn, and the game is over. And whoever has more coins, whoever did more, solved more issues, wins the game. This is victory points, this face up is victory points, and these unused resources are victory points. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 victory points. I won the game. So every player has a different player board from a different year, you can see, and a different DeLorean from that respective year, you see, and you have 4 of them.
The other in the table.
Well, they're not here right now, they're on the draw downstairs, but don't worry. That's the idea of the game. We are already playing 4 players, 2 players, 3 players, and it's running really nice. I will probably record a gameplay video so you can have a better idea, a better understanding of how everything works. But also, one more thing that I forgot to say. Let's say I'm on McFly on the plastic shop over here. And if another player comes with the same hero on the same spot that I am, both of them will get an anomaly on that year, on 1985. So you can also like do bad things to your playmate, to the other players. Let's say he's already on 1985 with 3 anomalies, and there's one more to explode, and he came here. So you can go there to get your plastic, get one anomaly yourself, but you will cause him to explode his problem. So it's kind of, you mess around with other players too.
Speak
But
the time of the game.
Huh?
The time of the game.
What time?
Per player.
It's around 20 to 25 minutes per player, so it's not that long game. And that's it. That's how you mess around. And none of the spots block for other people. You know, if I come here, he can come here, other player can come here, I can come back here. That doesn't matter. The only issue is what I told you. If the same character from another year stops at the same spot, every one of them, all of them, will get anomalies on that year. So the anomalies management is really nice on the game. You have to really pay attention, because sometimes you have an anomaly, 3 anomalies on a 4 anomaly issue, but you have to do actions on that year that will cause it to explode and stuff like that. That's really cool. And also the beef characters moving around the board and blocking spaces and people having to fight them, it's also cool. And you have the building items thing that you, from Who Goes There, that you wanted. So that's it. I hope you like it, and let me know what you think. And I'll try to record a gameplay video next week, because we don't have me and Rico over here. So we'll get 2 more guys to come and play and record it, and I'll send it to you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.